Stream is live.
Okay, so let's get this and we'll go and we'll join. Stop it. There we go.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh my god, look, we're live.
We're alive. Kinda.
Let's see, I want to do a show then?
Sure.
I mean, we might as well.
All right, we got everything fired up. We're all gathered
You
together
might as
here.
well.
We
I'm still
gathered here
awake.
today to get through this thing called life.
Crazy little thing called life.
It's the fall, and I keep on falling. It's GRD Sweekly.
Of the Roman Empire, or
I keep on
Just Alicia Keys in
falling.
general, yeah.
yeah.
Now, hey everybody, welcome to GRD Sweekly episode number. Thanks, Rich. We're the fine folks.
347.
.com. You might know some of the places that you do. The folks bringing things to you tonight is the woman who puts things into perspective. That there's the Flinstress.
Story of my life. Cinderella bites the dust.
Oh. Alright. The lady who caps you with words, that there is going to be Carol the Cat.
Can I tell you something?
See?
We're supposed to come up with something.
Well, there was something else, but you talked over it. The man
Oh.
who knows exactly who he is, that there's podcast who's secret.
Doesn't it get you kind of a shudder of electricity through you to be in the same room with me?
And I'm the guy people can talk crazy to. I'm the wonderful Billy Flynn.
I appreciate your concern, but this isn't my first go around with Lisa.
Nope,
Would you
not
play-
at all. Hi, everybody. I'm the wonderful Billy Flynn. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Hey, what
Would you
happened
play
to
Carol's intro again?
Yeah, what was it?
Sure.
Tell you something. My oil pan is leaking.
There you go.
Heyo.
Because it had the theme song behind it, I couldn't hear the fact that it had played. I thought it had just frozen or something, and that would have been really funny if her intro had just been, "Oh, can I tell you something?" and then it was nothing after that.
Well, and
I thought
that's
for a moment I had to come up with something.
well, and that's such a classic bit too. I always love that when somebody's clearly ramping up for something, and then, boy, women, you can't live with them.
Speaking of a classic bit, to the start of my Geeky Week, that's what we call a segue. I'm going to jump right in, and the most fun that we've had in a long time was the Naked Gun, the
Yep.
new version with
Yep.
Liam Neeson
Yes!
and Pamela Anderson.
Yep.
We finally saw
On mine as
this.
well.
It
Oh,
was everything you'd want in that movie. Everything, soup to nuts. It was a loving tribute to the original. It was also unique
It was actually
and fresh.
funny.
mhm.
Yes.
Liam Neeson was hilarious. Pamela Anderson was hilarious.
Looking
in
good
this
too.
movie. Yeah. And I like that they cast an age appropriate, good looking woman, right? And they could have cast somebody who was 25 in that role.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with 71-year-old Liam Neeson.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, yeah, no, she was great in that. Everybody knew exactly what this movie was and was into it. Oh, when they just keep handing him coffee over
Yes.
and over
Everywhere.
and over again.
Everywhere.
Because that's one of the hallmarks of
Everywhere.
these movies is keeping a bit going a little too long, and that's funny, right?
Mhm.
So it's and then when they stop then for a while and then they do it again, it's funny all over again. It was a modern Leslie Nielsen. Yes, did I say that right? Would have
Mhm.
been. I think
Yeah.
he would have loved this movie. He would have had a cameo
They would've.
for sure. I actually asked Flynn because I'm not always that great at remembering stuff.
Mm.
I was like, "Oh, is he dead or is he still with us?" I couldn't remember, And then I was like, "Yeah, no, I was pretty sure he's gone." But he would have loved this movie, I think. I mean, from the beginning. You guys have seen this movie. I
Yes.
totally
Yeah,
didn't
uh-huh.
even say no spoilers. I just jumped right in. But even at the beginning, the whole bit with the little girl, I was like, "Oh my God, yep, that's this movie." You know exactly what you are in for from the
Mhm.
first second of this movie.
And you gotta
The
love
whole
the
snowman
primordial.
interlude.
Oh my God.
The pointlessness of the snowman.
Jesus, the snowman. Holy God.
It's like a movie within a movie. Oh my God. Oh.
I mean, the
Wow.
primordial law of toughness device.
And-
Nice.
Yes. And
Right.
one of my favorite bits was the constant noir stuff that Drebin
Right.
did. And
Dame. And then it was but it wasn't her, right?
and she comes downstairs and boy, she looked really good. She looked really nice in that outfit, and her butt and her butt was like, if a talking butt said hello, hi,
Right,
I'm a talking butt.
right.
Butt could talk, it would say hello.
Yes.
I'm a talking
talking
butt.
Yes, that's exactly. And it was just so gorgeous because, you know, one of the key things that so many of the movies that tried to do that Abrams Zucker kind of movie, the thing that they would always miss is that in the movies, and Police Academy did this well too, is that in the movies, the bad guy was like the only one who wasn't a part of this wacky universe that everybody else was.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
That
The Muppets kind of does that a lot too, you know? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
but they
That's
absolutely
what made
go ahead,
the
Bill.
original Naked Gun work was Ricardo Montalban was a serious movie.
Mhm.
Right.
And there was no nonsense around him.
Yes.
Well, I don't remember the name of the actor in this movie, the bad guy, the AI car guy.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But when he breaks the fourth wall and just looks at the camera like, really? Like that was so funny. Like, we're doing this? We're really doing this. Okay. Because, they were all just and what's his name? The guy from Cobra Kai, he was delightful.
Yes.
Yeah. Paul Walter Hauser?
Sure.
Yeah.
I believe you. I believe
Yeah,
you.
I believe that's his name. Yes.
But I believe you.
Yeah. But it was like, is it in his contract that everything he does, he has to fight children?
That's
And then friends with them. Right?
Contract or writer? That's the question.
Right. Can you somehow work it in so that I could punch a kid? I mean, that actually, with their consent, doesn't sound that terrible. Anyway, okay. I love kids. I do. Kids are great and awesome and wonderful. Speaking of messed up things, Peacemaker. We've watched another episode of Peacemaker.
Oh gosh.
We need to watch more, but yes.
This is the one with Eagly.
Oh.
Eagly defends the house.
Yes.
I have bird blindness.
Bird blindness.
Like in Tim Meadows with that bird blindness.
He was so good in this. Oh my god. Having to give everybody nicknames. And then Eagly destroys their whole team, like nonchalantly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you just kind of forget because you see Eagly like flying around, and then Eagly is his pet. He's got to let him out in this pocket universe so he can fly around. You forget. You don't sleep on Eagly.
No,
you don't.
No, and by the way, the whole thing with Tim Meadows and the bird blindness just reminded me of Trial and Error with Octavia Spencer's face blindness.
Face blindness.
And golly, it was used so freaking well. Like, why'd you tell me it was a duck? I didn't say it was a duck.
They all look the same to me. Oh my god.
Wow, you really making fun of my bird blindness. It is a legitimate disability.
Because it's like, that's the thing with these kinds of shows is they have to get like wilder and wilder all the time. Every episode, it ramps up the just like weird characters. So yeah, it's definitely a weird one.
Am I supposed to be able to hear you?
Yeah, wow. So what do you think about Peacemaker, Flynn?
Oh, no, it's crazy funny. I'm loving it. I love that he's still making this fit into what is now the DC universe. Because seeing Guy Gardner again was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Hawker,
that haircut. It's hard to see somebody who's really good looking. Nathan Fillion is really good looking, and to see him like in that weird bowl cut, it's not off putting, but it's also just kind of like, oh, he could be so much hotter.
He fought for that. He fought for that.
I know it's authentic, but it's just
they tried to give him a regular haircut, and he's like, no.
Well, and
Guy Gardner has this haircut.
And keep in mind that aside from Slither and PG porn, this is the only time that I can recall us seeing Nathan Fillion's face in a James Gunn movie, and he has been in all of James Gunn's movies since Slither.
Wow,
that's true.
Wow. And I read an interview that like David Bautista was like in the running for the role of Peacemaker, but he was saying no, he's so glad it was John Cena. I can't imagine anyone else in this role.
Hey, how good was he in Naked Gun?
I know.
Right? Well, that's the thing about both of these shows.
Wait,
How do
what?
they keep a straight face? Like, how many? He was on a poster. How
He
Oh.
many?
was a stand-in.
How
Do you
many?
remember?
Yeah, David
Yes.
Bautista was
Batista
right.
was. Okay, I was thinking
Well,
John
Liam
Cena, and I'm
Neeson
like,
wasn't,
I
No,
literally
no.
didn't see
No,
him
you
in it.
Yeah,
right?
He
Yeah,
starts doing
Batista.
Frank's lines because
Yes.
Frank's in the bathroom.
Yes, no,
Right.
the
It was
Batista one.
He
Yes,
gets
hilarious.
yes, yes.
attacked by
It was
all the
hilarious.
people afterwards.
Oh, so good.
But in both Peacemaker and Naked Gun, how do they keep a straight face? Like, how many takes it must take to be able to get
27.
through some of this, like, deadpan, right? Yeah.
Watch the bloopers. They don't.
Oh, I bet.
There are
Oh.
so many bloopers.
That's why there's so many camera cuts. Because
That too.
Okay, I finished up that
But-
show I was watching.
But I do want to
go
say,
ahead.
with Cena, you will be blown away by his acting. Certainly, once you get towards the end of the season, like the most recent episode, like
He has range. He is very talented.
this is like demo reel stuff that we're seeing, and it's so
mean,
good.
the first season where he does Home Sweet Home,
Mm.
I'm telling people, I'm like, oh my god, he sells this. This is like moody, dramatic, and you feel for playing freaking Home Sweet Home.
But just wait, because
Ugh.
what he does later on in this season will blow you away even more, because he's just that talented.
You know how some shows you really want to binge? You want to just like episode after episode after episode. For me, this is a show I have to sprinkle in among other shows because it like messes with my head, you know? Like so it's always so messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's like you can't look away, you know? So I don't want too much time to pass, but anyway.
And it's in the same universe as the Superman movie we just had.
Right? Right.
Yeah.
Where you realize that and you're just like,
Right.
those are very different themed movies. Wow, these things can exist.
Because you get some good cameos.
That's true. That's true.
Definitely.
When Nick Fury shows up and invites him to the Avengers.
That's the wrong universe.
Yeah, and it was David Hasselhoff's Nick. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Let's see what else. It hasn't really been that geeky. We're one behind on Only Murders, but we have watched one since we've had the show, or two since we've had the show.
Yes.
Flynn, do you have any idea? We watched two, maybe.
Sure.
I haven't seen any of them yet. Oh, but I can't wait.
Dude.
Oh,
Yeah, I need to binge that as well.
Yeah.
Artemis, come on.
So we are like 3 or 4 episodes in, so we can talk about that next time. Give you all a chance to catch up. But it's a
Come on now.
good show.
Gotta catch up.
I did watch my awful soap opera, The Hunting Wives, on Netflix, and it
It's
had
a soap opera?
Well, sort of. I mean, it's like
Okay.
It's hard to explain. Like everyone's killing each other, and like sort of. I don't know. I don't know. It's like people have drama. It's hard to explain. It's like it's very hard to explain the show. The show is but it is entertaining too, also, but it's awful. And the ending.
If you
was
can imagine
terrible.
if Falcon Crest was on Cinemax.
Okay.
It's a show that I can't stop watching, but for every question there's always a different, for every answer there's always like another question, and it is sort of like a murder mystery. And anyway, but the ending was very much like, if you're going to set up for like a second season, because that was the end of the season, if you're going to set up for a second season, like leave some cliffhangers, but I don't know, it was just weird.
Or at least some of them alive.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of them. Well, so because of how much she raved about this, I watched this show. I've seen this season. Yes, I did. So let's just get this out of the way right now. Rich, how much do you like looking at Malin Ackerman's breasts?
I'm not opposed to it. I'm a bit of a fan.
Then you should watch it, because they're in every flipping episode.
As long as I don't,
Hallelujah play?
yeah, as long as I don't have to listen to that BS version of Hallelujah, I'm fine with.
No,
So let me go ahead and say this now.
And she has aged well. She isn't good. She's my age. I'm like, dang, girl.
Malin Ackerman and Brittany Snow are the worst people on television.
They're terrible.
They're the
terrible
absolute
They're
worst
terrible people
on television. They're just horrible in so many ways.
I'm glad you watched the show and we could talk about it now.
I can go on and on and on about how horrible those people are. They are the worst people on television, and that's going to be funny when we get to my Geeky Week.
Brittany Snow. Oh, she was on Pitch Perfect. Okay, I was wondering why the name
Yes, she was in
sounded
Pitch
familiar.
Perfect.
This.
Okay.
Yeah, she has blonde hair in this. What's her name from This Is Us? Is in there? On there too?
Us this? Oh yeah, I don't know.
Abby's mom. I can't remember her name.
And the husband of Malin Ackerman is Dermot Mulrooney. So there you go.
And he's a horrible human being too.
He's
it's like horrible people doing horrible things.
This is as close to J.R. Ewing as we've been since J.R. Ewing.
It is a night.
Okay.
It's in Texas and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
It sounds like it's Falcon Crest meets It's Always Sunny.
He decides to finally announce he's running for governor at the funeral of this girl.
Good
grief. It's in such bad taste. It is so it's MAGA bad. People with too much money, and it is.
By the way,
it is
Rich,
very enjoyable, but by the way, horrible.
Rich, would you like watching Malin Ackerman make out with Brittany Snow?
They do that a lot.
Again,
because they do that, and you get to see her breast while she does. So there you go. That's the reason to watch this show.
I can also appreciate somebody's acting ability while staring at their naked breasts.
Okay. She's very manipulative. Yeah. So it's funny because my coworker who like all my coworkers were talking about this show, and that's how I kind of got onto it. But they also watched like all that trashy like reality TV too. So I was like, this is gonna be bad, and it was bad. But like, it's not a reality show; it's a scripted show.
You know what? Now that you've said that, this would be if somebody made sort of a parody movie of a Real Housewives thing. That's what this show is.
Not really. Maybe, yeah.
No, really.
But anyway, like, so yeah. Oh, and there's lots of guns. Yes, it's crazy.
Oh yeah,
hunting.
The hunting wives.
Well, they're in Texas, and here's a new girl, so you've
got
to go hunting.
We shouldn't talk about it anymore, but it's just one of those shows that like gets its hooks into you. I feel like I'm missing some stuff, but like that's been my geeky week.
Yay!
Okay, I'll go next. TV wise, I have been keeping up with Peacemaker, and my Great British Bake Off because I need that I need that comfort food on Friday nights. And then I discovered a new show called The Red King, which is on AMC Plus. It is kind of like CSI meets The Wicker Man. A police officer from I know.
What?
A police officer from London who is kind of ostracized because she's turned in a couple of bad cops.
And is allergic to bees.
We can't have that now.
They're not real bad cops. They beat up a guy who got off on a SA charge. I don't know what I can say on Twitch.
I mean,
but she follows the letter of the law. So when they beat him up, she turned them in. And now she's ostracized, and as punishment, they send her to this coastal Welsh town, which celebrates very unusual holidays. And she reopens a missing child case that is like a year old. There's some funny bits to it, but and I'm 3 episodes in. This is they're dropping them weekly, so you can't really binge. But I look forward to seeing where this goes, but it is very much like CSI meets The Wicker Man.
Nice. Okay.
Do you like when they drop episodes a little bit at a time, or do you like it when they drop the whole season? Or do
I like it when they drop the whole season
until the end and then watch it, or do you worry about spoilers? Because then it's like, part of me wants to wait until it's done and then watch it. Very much, that's how I would prefer. But then
I prefer the whole thing. Then I can control it.
I almost got something spoiled from Wednesday on like social media because a lot of people were watching it and talking about it and stuff, and I was just like, oh. So,
I have to do that with Great British Bake Off because they get it early in England. Or
I had no idea they were going to make torts. God damn it!
Yeah. So movie wise, I did watch Naked Gun. I watched a movie called Things Heard and Seen, which is like this kind of throwaway paranormal thriller that I gave 2 stars and didn't really like. But it kept my interest enough to watch it. I think that was on Netflix.
It was heard and seen.
Yeah. Naked Gun I gave 4 stars because I really just loved the
It was
hell out
so
of that
good.
film.
So
Oh my
fun.
I
God.
laughed so much, so many times.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And I'm so
Um,
glad I didn't go to the theater to watch it because the amount of times and stuff that I would have missed, and
Yeah.
because I could pause it and then rewind it and then keep going. Oh.
Then I watched Megan 2.0, which is not nearly as fun as the first one.
Why?
It really isn't.
Why would you watch that?
The first one was kind of fun. This one
Kind of.
was really stupid, really stupid, and they started to sexualize that doll really kind of weirdly.
That's
Right.
because the
Which-
internet has.
Made me very uncomfortable because this
Gross.
is supposed to be like a little girl doll.
Yeah, it's basically like if they made some adult sexualized version of Small Wonder. It's like
Yes.
no,
Yeah.
You
do
know,
not.
Rule 34.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Gotta get you on the
Yeah.
internet. Yeah. Wow.
I mean, like,
and
look,
then I
Alf,
went-
I'm all behind, but when it comes to
Jesus. Small.
E.T.
Wonder.
E.T. for no. And then I went to the theater and I went and saw Good Boy.
Who's a good boy?
Right.
If
No,
you
no,
have seen
we're
the
going to
trailer,
watch
With
this.
Keanu, I have not seen the trailer.
no, it's okay. Yeah, if you've seen, it is not the movie you think it is.
No.
Oh, okay.
I almost had to leave the theater because of the subject matter, which was kind of personal to me, and this probably wasn't the best time to watch this film.
Mm.
That being said, what saved me is the fact that I don't think the human actors are really good.
Wow.
The dog, however, is fantastic.
It's the
and
dog's
stayed.
movie, so, you know.
It's the dog's movie, yeah.
They did what they could to make him shine, you see.
Yeah.
You do not have to say in the broadcast if it's a spoiler or whatever, but would you tell me if the dog lives or dies? Because I
dog-
won't
no,
be able
the
to.
director, yeah,
The
director
director
has been
stated
very
the
clear.
dog lives.
Okay.
The director was
Because
very
I
upfront about
will
that
not
all
be
the way through.
watching that movie. If
several dog actors died,
Yes.
but the dog, the
dog
character.
Yeah.
they're like
Makes
for the cause. Actually, and I
and
think there's websites too where you can check movies to see
Yeah.
if the dog.
yeah,
dies.
it's called doesthedogdie.com. You
Yep.
can check movies.
Yeah.
And they also do it for cats as well.
Wasn't it Peter
Um,
Jackson that said pain is temporary, but film is forever?
Yes.
That sounds like something. Yeah. I would do
And
it.
I would say stay after the credits for Good Boy because they do like a little behind the scenes where they show how they got Indy to act because the dog's name's Indy.
It's animatronic.
No,
No, Nick
it's like all
Fury
these
shows
tense
up
scenes.
We're here to
all
talk
these
to you
tense
about
scenes,
the
and it's
pet
just his
initiative.
humans quacking like ducks at him. So it's kind of nice to like
Okay.
to get him to look tense and
Look,
look around. Yeah. So, and one last
They have
thing.
to do the same thing with Jonah Hill, from what I understand.
Yeah, I know.
I quack at
Oh.
Jonah Hill all the time.
One last thing. This may take a little bit. Sorry, because there's
Oh,
a story
God.
behind it.
I'm gonna take it out.
When I was a kid, I just think this is cool. When I
Yeah,
was a
I
kid,
wanna
my
hear
dad used to smoke a pipe. And I would beg to go to the tobacconist with him because behind the counter on the tobacconist shop on the wall was a poster advertising the 1977 Rankin Bass animated version of The Hobbit. And no matter how many times I offered my babysitting money, the guy would never sell me the poster. And it was a very specific poster. It said The Hobbit. It had a picture of Bilbo outside of Bag End. He's smoking the pipe. But it was the conceptual art for the animated movie, not the finished art, because there's two different
Oh.
Bilbos.
Right, nice.
Throughout my life, I've looked for this poster to the point where I thought I had imagined what it looked like or what it was.
But then
And
eBay.
I know that feeling, Carol. I know it. Is there a payoff?
And because I started listening to The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, because September 22nd and everything, I did a random search on eBay and I found it. And this is it.
Wow.
Uh-oh. This is why you tune into Twitch, folks.
So
Wow.
Nice.
that's the poster.
Wait,
This
that's Wimpy.
This is actually, it was done by Xerox. This is like nearly 50 years old because this did come out in 1977. It was done by Xerox and it was a teacher's guide to television. It was actually advertising CBS showing the movie. And on the back, there's like activities,
cool.
suggested reading, and
nice.
suggested film
That's
strips.
so cool.
And so I would like to thank Washington High School for keeping this in such good condition for nearly 50 years.
Wow.
And no, I plan to frame it this weekend, and it'll be on my wall next weekend.
We'll gladly pay you Tuesday for pipeweed today.
And by the way,
Yeah.
Billy, I kicked you the link in the Facebook chat so that way you can post it on the site for the listeners at home.
Okay. I should need to do that.
I'm sorry,
I'll get that now before I forget.
I'm sorry,
It made me
gentlemen.
incredibly happy, and
I
that
bet.
was the easiest
Oh,
$80
you sent it,
I
okay.
dropped on eBay. So yeah,
I think that may be the best geeky squeak of all time. That is
very few
really
things
cool.
have made me giddy happy in the last 4 months. That made me giddy happy.
Can understand that feeling.
And that's been my geeky sweet.
Yay.
Bravo.
Yes. So, well, we pretty much talked about everything. Of mine.
Good. Moving on.
So,
Moving on.
Naked Gun was good. Peacemaker, fantastic. Like I said, John Cena acting his pants off. And
Literally and figuratively.
well, yeah, a couple of episodes.
He
Yeah.
does not wear pants a lot.
But yeah, playing, RP stuff. Yeah, that's about it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, not really.
We stole your week?
I do try to. Well, there's oftentimes a lot of crossover with all, but that was all I remembered to write down.
Oh.
We took yours.
And that's the problem, because I'm not sure if it's because I forgot to write it down or I really didn't do all that much, which is also entirely possible.
As I was putting my list together this afternoon, going, what else have I done? This is it.
Well, because the thing is,
Fortnite, because it's Fortnitemares, and you get like a scream knife, and you turn into Ghostface and stab people.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, yeah, when it comes to video, like Red Dead Online RDO, they brought back apparently one of their old Halloween passes. And so, and that was something that I only started playing about 5-6 months ago, just to, for funsies. And yeah, I went through it in a day, got all the stuff. I'm like, cool. All right, awesome.
How like spooky dark did it really get? Was it?
Well,
I could barely see.
They do have some missions and stuff like that. I just haven't done them because I usually use private lobbies, so I don't have to worry about hackers. But yeah, this stuff, it was basically just like a battle pass that just, you play the game, you level through it, you get the stuff. But it was, yeah, like I said, I got through it in a day. So I was like, oh, okay, just doing my dailies. Like, all right, that's cool. And then I think GTA also had some with some kind of cool cars and stuff that I picked up, and that's about it. And that's not something I really played all that much. One, honestly, that looks a lot like the Munsters Dragula, which is pretty cool. Although it's a drag racer, so it's not exactly easy to drive.
Like inspired by,
yeah, very much inspired by. But it is a really cool looking car, and I'm like, yoink, definitely keeping that.
It doesn't handle like a dream, is what you're saying.
No, it's sliding all over the place. But you know what?
What is the best car? Is there a best car?
Oh, see, I can't tell you because I'm not a big min-maxer on that. But what I will tell you is that my favorite car is called the Duke of Death. It's basically their version of a Dodge Charger. The Imponte Duke is what they call it. Okay. And
so it's a solid workhorse, but it's fast. It's like a V8,
and it's all armored up and everything, like straight out of Mad Max. And I mean, just they've got the right sound for the engine. It handles just like you would imagine the General Lee doing. So that's always my favorite car to drive, no matter what.
Want in an apocalypse, and for sure.
Severely armored, yes, and I love that. And I'll just drive around in that thing because I just love that car and the sound of it.
It's such good gas mileage.
No.
Not at all.
No, well, you don't have to worry about gas in GTA. Now on the RP servers that I play on, yes, you do.
Down with all those trivialities of like doing those things.
Well, that's
life.
That's one of the things in when it comes to RP, because I do play the Red Dead version, Red M, and the GTA 5M, and they do put in all of those things, like you have to eat, otherwise you will pass out.
Yeah.
and
Bella's playing Roblox, and I'm hearing her talking with her friends, and she's like, "I'm hungry," and I'm like, "We're almost home." And she's like, "Mom, I'm not talking to you."
yeah. And so they'll have things like that, and cars need gas, just like horses need you got to feed them. Or get them some water and stuff like this. So, I love all that stuff. And I do wish, sometimes I wish that there would be some of that in the online stuff, but if there isn't,
a fine line, and it's probably somebody's whole job in the video game industry to determine what is like too much of that. Because like you want to have some because then it's immersive, but you don't want to have too much of it or it's tedious and you're just like, you're getting stuck doing like routine tasks. So there's like a fine balance between how much of that stuff you do.
When it came to Red Dead 2, they had a really good balance of that because while you didn't have hunger or thirst, you would have your cores, your health, your stamina, and your dead eye, which is the thing that basically the Mad Max slow down time and tag.
I remember that. And when you can go pew 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 and take like 3 people or 4 people at once. Yeah.
Oh, especially when you've got when you're dual wielding revolvers and you got 6 shots per. Yeah, you can drop 12 people easy. But
I don't know why my gun sound was pew pew pew. It was not a laser. There was no lasers.
I like it. You can pretend that there were. But the
pew pew.
The food in Red Dead 2 was about bringing those cores up. So healing you, giving yourself more stamina, and you could smoke cigarettes or cigars for your dead eye and whatnot. When it comes to the RP sides,
you got a positive value from smoking.
Well, it will give you a gold core,
but
it will diminish it'll give you a gold ring, but it'll diminish your core a little bit. And so you can bring that back by eating food and whatnot. Yeah. But when it comes to the online stuff, there are scripts, mods, basically for all of these servers that handle everything from the handling of the cars, how much gas they need, how much you have to feed the horses in Red Dead, how much your personal, the metabolism, how that works, how if you go in the cold, you get cold. When you go in the heat, you get hot, and you got to bring that down because it'll impact it. Like if you're too cold, it'll bring your hunger down faster. And if you're too cold, it'll bring your thirst down faster. And I have been in servers where they had those tweaked terribly, where like you do nothing and all of a sudden you're thirsting to death. Or yeah, exactly. Or there are some where they just bounce them.
Remind me to drink water with that imagery.
So, and I love this stuff because there was a server that I was on a while back where I was actually on the dev team, learning how to dev, but then I also ended up being the only person keeping the damn thing stitched together.
That sounds like you.
Yeah, and it was fascinating to see.
You've been keeping this thing stitched together for a long time. PRS.
It's apparently what I do. But it was fascinating to see how all of these things interact for all of the stuff that most people take for granted in video games in general. Because not just that, one semicolon in the wrong spot screws the whole thing up, but the intricate balance between those things, whether it is the metabolism or distance and speed of certain things, and all of the processes of, okay, so you shoot an animal, you have to skin the animal. Do you sell them to one person, to multiple places? Do you put the pelt on the horse and the carcass? All those little things in the farming and stuff, which I absolutely loved and adored, and I have so much respect for those. And I can also see when somebody doesn't know what the hell they're doing and they muck it all up. But anyway, I could go into that kind of stuff for hours.
You've been doing geeky stuff. You've been gaming.
See?
Well, yes, I have been gaming.
There you go. So,
exactly.
Yay.
So that has been my geeky week.
So so Batman Dark Patterns is a miniseries set in the early years of Batman. Okay, we've been here before.
Is it patterns like K-pop demon patterns? No,
not at all. Green Lantern 26 keeps things going. So there's a new Batman #1 out, and I'm like, wait a minute, huh? Did they restart the Batman series again? I don't know, and I don't need it. But DC Comic also has a little Halloween anthology out that they're calling, wait for it, Satanic Panic. Huh?
That's good.
What they did there? All right, so here's stuff that she forgot. So we watched this movie called The Sleepover with our kid.
Malin Ackerman again, right?
Malin Ackerman.
But she was mostly.
Is a
I don't know.
mom.
She was clothed the whole time in that
She
movie.
was. Yes, this is a family friendly movie. She's
I
a
had
mom.
to think about
It's
it though.
called
I
a
was like, what?
sleepover, though.
Yeah, because
What
of
kind of
technology.
sleepover?
Her kid puts up a video, and she's in the video, and then someone sees her, and it turns out she's actually in the witness protection program.
Wait, what kind of video was she in?
Some
Not that
stupid
kind of
video
video.
that a kid took.
Oh, not
Viral
the adult.
video.
Okay, not an adult video.
No.
Gotcha. Okay.
This
There
is
was
a
nothing
family
adult.
friendly adventure.
It was really
okay?
cute. It was kind of like Spy Kids esque, where the kids like are the ones who figure it out and have to save the day. Joe Magnogola, I can never say his name right, but you know who I mean.
Mangione.
Yeah.
No, that's Luigi
No.
Mangione.
That's
Not
Chuck.
Magnolia?
Mangione.
No, wait.
That's Chuck Mangione's
Shoot.
brother. That's not right.
I was like, I didn't think you was.
Yeah, Mangione. Wait, no, wasn't there a musician
I
Mangione?
was
keep
like,
saying it.
I
It's
was
not
like, I
right.
don't know.
No, there's a musician Mangione, right?
There is. Yes.
Yes,
Chuck
okay.
Mangione.
Chuck
Lost
Mangione.
recently.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
King of the Hill, sir.
Yes, thank you.
What
But
is the guy who I'm thinking of?
Mozzarella.
I
Joe
call
Mozzarella.
him. I call him Mr. D&D because I know he plays
Yeah.
D&D.
Fair enough.
And he was married to Sophia
Vergara.
Megara.
Yeah. I don't know I can't remember how to pronounce his last name. Sorry, Joe.
And Joe
you're a
Manganiello.
listener.
There
Manganiello.
you
There you
go.
go. There you go.
So the kid wanted to watch yet another movie, so we watched this animated thing called Over the Moon.
Oh, I forgot about that too.
Yeah, you did.
This was kind of trippy.
Yeah, it was.
It was from China, and
Yes.
it was but it was in English, and it was
It's about a Chinese fable and
go to the
how.
moon. It was
Yes.
very like psychedelic, and there was music, and Philippa Sue from Hamilton was like the main like singer voice, and yeah, it was.
So you know what else she left off of her list?
What's that?
I love it, filling in the blanks.
We watched
Giggity.
Superman.
Oh, I thought we talked about that last time.
Yeah, didn't we?
About that
Oh.
last.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked
Yeah,
about that
we talked
last
about
time.
Did we? I
Yeah,
thought that
Billy.
was recently.
Nope.
No.
I thought that was recently.
Nope. But good
Because-
try though.
No, but
Good
no.
try.
No, hold on. Then something's wrong. Because we watched Peacemaker with Guy Gardner before we watched Superman.
Well, no, I know. We were just talking about Peacemaker in general. I was talking about the Eagly episode was the most recent one we watched.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And then we
you know,
dovetailed.
Hey, the Superman movie was so damn good.
right.
Yeah.
Right. It deserves
So-
an honorable mention in today's episode.
If you're one of the awesome people
Yeah,
who
you watch it?
subscribe to us, you know that the new show from Geek Radio Daily, Dickie Didn't See It episode 2, aired this past Sunday, in which we watched the movie Scream.
Ah,
Ooh.
So what did Dickie think?
Oh, he enjoyed the hell out of that. He's like, "Wow, no, that was funny."
Does it
It's-
hold up well?
It does. However, Jared watched the movie before we watched it to refresh himself, and he made a list of all the things that no longer work today. You know, like the video stores in general,
Mm-hmm.
how the
Yeah,
phone
all
rings and
deleted
there's
things,
no caller
Yeah.
ID. There's no caller ID. When
Oh.
Drew Barrymore runs away from the house, she gets too far from the base unit, so the cordless phone cuts out.
Wow.
So all
cool.
these little things
Go ahead,
that
Jared. That was some.
that
he did
you would
some
have to
homework.
explain to people. Yeah, no, but no, it's still.
He did prep.
God, it holds up. It holds up so well. That movie's so good.
And I will
And-
have to say this about the Scream franchise.
Yep.
They actually address some of those issues as the franchise goes on. But my biggest takeaway from Scream has always been I'd be useless because I never answer my phone. I mean, Ghostface would be leaving me messages. Look, I just watched your favorite scary movie. God
And-
damn it.
I
And
think
in
they did that in I Know What You, the parody one. What was
Mm.
it
Yeah.
called?
Scary
I know
movie.
what
Scary
I think
movie.
that-
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a scary movie.
Which is hysterical because Dickie afterwards, and we're talking about it on the show. Dickie was like, "Yeah, he had seen Scary Movie," and I'm like,
Oh no!
"But you didn't get half the damn jokes." He's like, "No, I didn't think it was funny." Like, yeah, because you got to see the movie.
Wow.
Like, you watch it again, you're gonna crack up so much now.
I mean, yes
It's
and
gonna
no.
make
It
so
wasn't
much
that
more
good,
sense.
But yeah.
No, the first Scary Movie is quite good. So here's what we're gonna do. We've already just established this. So a year from now, when this show has its 1 year anniversary, we're gonna do Psycho 2, followed by Scream 2. One good sequel and one shitty sequel. There you go. Because very quickly for everybody, Scream is good, 2 is trash, 3 is okay, 4 is good, 5 is really damn good, 6 sucks. There you go.
I didn't realize
6
there were that
doesn't
many
sound-
of them.
Which one had Jay and Silent Bob in it?
No, 6 was not fine. 6 was not fine at all. No.
Wow.
Not in the 60s.
Agree to disagree.
No. Yes.
I can't.
Well, Billy, you would be able to answer this question. Which of the Scream movies had Jay and Silent Bob in it?
That was 3.
Okay, that was one of the solid ones. Okay.
Oh, you were serious?
No, yeah.
Oh, you remember?
No, I don't. Wow.
Courtney Cox doing a little report thing, and there's people walking into the movie studio, and Jay and Silent Bob are there. And he's like, "Look, it's Connie Chung!"
Wow.
Which is funny because in Scream, not only is there the movie poster in the video store, but on someone's thing, there is a VHS copy of Clerks. So that movie exists in their universe, but in the third movie, they're part of that universe. So there you go. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
No,
so I remembered what I wanted to say, and then I lost it again.
Oh,
damn!
sorry.
All right, so that's fine. So I watched that.
I remember. What's next? What else has Dickie not seen?
So on October 26th, we're doing another show. We're gonna get one more in for October for one more horror movie. We're doing Event Horizon.
Unrated?
I'll have to see what we can find. I have to see what's that.
I don't know if the unrated is actually available anymore.
Okay, we'll have to see.
But I know that they pulled it.
Of like, how do you find the video and how do you share it, right? You know, because they don't make it easy to do that.
Both for Psycho and for Scream, we did it with YouTube.
Because okay, go ahead. Yes. Keep going.
Because they put Scream on YouTube for free for October. Because it wasn't there in September when I was looking to see where we could find it.
Okay. So here's my other question. Ready?
Yes.
Are you doing it like how we're doing the show now where you could see his face? So are you ever do you ever find yourself looking at him when there's a big reveal in one of these movies? Like you do, if you're watching next to your friend, you would look over at your friend and be like, huh? Right? To see their reaction. Are you ever looking at Dickie's reaction?
You done? Okay, yes. So here it is. What we have in Zoom is we have a chat for everybody so we can talk about the movie as we go along. But we have a private chat for the people who have seen the movie. And in there, we're going, oh, hey, get ready. Get ready to watch his face. Here it comes.
That's smart.
Right? Because especially in Psycho, where there's that moment where we get Dickie, we're all muted, but you actually get to see the, what the moment. Yeah, but that's what's funny. So the next one for Event Horizon, of our 6 people that are on the show, only 2 of us have seen Event Horizon.
Oh, that's gonna be a whole collection of people going.
And then to make it weird, we're switching genres in November. Our first show in November. Wait for it, Rich. Try not to have a heart attack. We'll be watching Caddyshack.
Oh yes.
He's not seen Caddyshack.
Wow.
No, that's good.
Has he seen? We should start. You probably have a list somewhere. Is Cannibal on that list? Cannibal the musical?
I don't remember.
Cannibal the musical needs to be on that list because So here's the thing I'm thinking of. Over the many years that I've known you, one of the things you've always loved to do is introduce people to really cool stuff that they've never seen before. So this podcast
like Psycho,
right? Well, I think of how many of those movies on the list that I saw for the first time because you were like, "Oh, you've got to see this," right? So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, we're working our way through there. And that's why it's funny. So even on game nights and stuff, a movie will come up and Dick will be like, I haven't seen it. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I've established I have not watched movies.
I grew up in an Amish colony.
Well, and you're also doing him a service. You're filling in his pop culture, vernacular.
He has made a spreadsheet, so I'll have him check the spreadsheet to see if Cannibal Music was on
any good geek would.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the most recent Wolfman movie.
Oh,
it was fine. It was fine.
It is. You have not seen this werewolf movie before. You haven't. So I'll give it credit for that because you have not seen this movie before. But all in all, it's as good a goddamn job as they did with Invisible Man. This is it's just kind of there. It's just kind of there. It's there for the moment while you watch it, and it's okay, well, that was, I suppose, kind of interesting. Why not? So
some of the practical effects were okay.
Yeah, some of the practical effects are good, but
My question with this movie is, who's keeping up the house?
Yeah,
Is
thank
his-
you. Thank
Is
you.
his dad in werewolf form just like vacuuming and dust?
lifting up the vacuum, hitting the curtains like Tony
Right?
Danza in the beginning of
Oh,
Who's the
we might
Boss.
have the strength, right? Might as well.
Because
Could you werewolf out and lift up our couch? That
Damn
would
it, I'm
be
shedding all
amazing.
over the place. This is going to take even longer now.
but see,
Lint
here's the
roller
thing.
on himself.
With this one, they don't actually say it, but it's kind of heavily implied, I believe, that once you're wolf, you're wolf.
You're wolf.
You're just wolf. There's no coming back.
You never go
There's
back.
there's no transformation.
turning
Once
back.
you've gone wolf, you never go back.
So
Basically.
like, it's 5 years. This
It's been
house
5
has been
years.
sitting there for 5 years.
So I've really got to tell you something about my life, son. You learn all sorts of things about your...
We went with a 13-year-old to that movie, and she immediately turned to us and said, "Who cleaned the floor?"
Well, there is an interesting thing in this, like, when he starts to turn just enough to where it's happening, he can no longer understand his wife when she's talking to him.
Oh.
I thought that was cool.
She can no longer understand him. There's his speaking is not what she hears is not English, and the English he's speaking is not what he hears.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he like recognizes his name like a dog would recognize
Oh,
their name.
Right. And what's very cool about that is when they sort of establish this, he walks into the room and his wife's looking at the TV, and just at first he's having trouble hearing her, but she's watching the TV, so maybe it's that. So you don't realize exactly what it is, and then when it goes full force, you're like, oh, okay, I see what you did there. That's kind of interesting.
It's like walkies?
Right,
Walkies?
on Netflix. On Netflix, I'm now halfway through Monster, the Ed Gein story.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to watch that.
Dude.
Is this Ryan Murphy?
Yes, but it's
Oh,
good.
I
Stop. No, just stop. It's good.
But
It's
everybody
so good.
is allowed to. She's allowed to not watch it.
Well, I
didn't tell her
really
to watch
just
it. I just told her don't, no, because
I took offense to his Jeffrey Dahmer
I didn't watch the Dahmer one.
miniseries.
Oh.
The
Ed
Dahmer
Gein,
one. I found that repugnant.
Well,
You don't thirst trap Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Okay, well, no one's thirst trap him. And I'll say Charlie Hunnam has got.
But it's Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah, he's Ed Gein, and his voice. There's people they've gone back. There's this archived audio of him being interviewed. He's got a really good Ed Gein voice. It's strange. Now, I also want to make this clear. I've watched half of Monster, the Ed Gein story, but Malin Ackerman and Brittany Snow are still the worst people on television. I want you to know that. Okay? Ed Gein is just a monster. He's a monster all the way through. And if you pay attention, it's not really a big secret. He's not exactly hiding it. People just aren't really paying attention. But Malin Ackerman and Brittany Snow are just trash. They're just terrible, terrible, terrible people.
He's a monster, but he's really good at upholstery.
It's also really interesting in the Ed Gein thing. Like, the second episode starts with Alfred Hitchcock having dinner with Robert Bloch, discussing how he's going to be making the Psycho movie. So it's not just Ed Gein's story. They tie in, like the last one I watched, episode 4, we got to the beginning of how the great Tobey Hooper was going to make his movie, and how he decided to change the name from the original title of Head Cheese to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So yes, so it's interesting because it's not just Ed Gein. It's kind of how, he's been fitting into society on the sides. I don't know where it's going. There's 4 episodes left, but we'll see. And finally, I started the other second downloadable content for Star Wars Outlaws. Oh my God, Star Wars Outlaws is such a good game. It's so good. I love this game so much. And I hate that people were a dick to it because I desperately want a sequel, and I'd really love a movie of it, or at least a show, because damn it, it's really good. It's really good. So that, since you didn't take everything, is my geeky week.
The wonderful Billy Flynn looks at what Chad and Abby are up to now. If you know what TV show they're on this week, you could win yourself a prize. It's your Further Adventures of Chad and Abby update.
A submarine is trapped on the ocean floor and the crew's got to bring it up. We're not raising the Titanic. Then, Chad, an alcoholic, awakens with the realization that a ship will be blown up at noon by the use of a bomb he drew for a stranger who bought him drinks, which don't make no damn sense at all. We witnessed the ordeal of a 9-year-old boy and his baby sister lost in the wilds of California's San Gabriel Mountains. A congressman is shot down over North Korea and is blinded in the crash. Without any choice, he puts his faith in the hands of a Korean girl who says she's guiding him to safety. Will she? Tune in next week. Chad got off the mysterious island he left by the Congo crossing, then moved to Bucktown. Our omniscient narrator sailed Noah's Ark, worked for O'Hara U.S. Treasury, and that's the facts. When you try to abscond, flee, or extricate, hashtag Chabby forever.
The mail's in.
Hello, geek folks. I'm so glad you do the synonym thing, because that means that Chad and Abby have to be on this thing called Iron Horse, which I've never heard of, and it only took me like 2 times translating, because as it turns out, there's not a show called Metal Mule, so good on me. Oh, and congrats on being the best of the best. That list you sent out, yeah, there's some cool shows on that list, and you so belong. And I have to agree.
Aw.
Stan would love the hologram. I do not, unless he's going to rap with Tupac, and that is from James.
Wow.
My name's Stanley, and I'm here to say.
True believers is how I get paid.
If you mention Jack Kirby, I'm gonna slay.
Damn, what rhymes with Excelsior?
Steve Ditko, he's okay. So yeah, if you'd like to drop a note with us and try to get yourself into the drawing for a fantastical prize, please send a note to podcast@geekradiodaily.com, or of course a voicemail or text message. We still take those because we're old school. We're Scream. We still do shit now that the kids don't understand. And the number for that would be
510 GRD Crew.
Yeah, that's cool, right? That's how it's supposed to be done. Just like that.
Most people think that talking about money is boring, but now more than ever, people need helpful money advice. That's why we created our show, How to Money.
We cut out the jargon and make money topics relevant and easy to understand. Our ultimate goal is to make money decisions suck less and help people positively change their financial future.
No doubt. So whether you want to save more, start investing, or just gain a better perspective on a subject that affects all of us, check out the How to Money podcast.
Find How to Money on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's Thursday night, and the podcast has become a slow-burn psychological thriller about an evil mime. Come play Jackbox with Geek Radio Daily on Friday night, and maybe Flynn will ask, why does soup come in so many shapes?
It's a fair question. I think the world would like to know. Welcome back to it, kids. Get ready. Here comes the thing we're kind of known for.
I'm not wearing any pants. Film at 11.
Geek News!
Taking a look at the world from a geeky point of view.
President Trump has instructed FBI staff to immediately search all files open and closed for any records related to the 1937 disappearance of aviator Amelia Earhart. This directive follows his earlier September announcement that he would declassify and publicly release all government files connected to Earhart's final flight. Thank God! But does this mean we'll finally get confirmation of the crab people she's been living amongst? The order came from during a government shutdown amid growing scrutiny of the administration over its handling of sensitive documents. Some observers view Trump's renewed focus on a historical mystery as a potential diverting attention from other pressing political controversies. Like how much acetaminophen will make you so good at math, yet still able to look people in the eye and not stim by rocking. But Earhart's disappearance has long been a source of speculation and conspiracy theories, despite extensive prior investigations and partial document releases. Though many experts doubt that many new revelations remain hidden, the move could reignite public interest and scrutiny of federal holdings related to her last flight. Unless she landed on Epstein Island, then we'll never know.
Oh, she's fine. She was too old.
Oh,
who's next?
I'll go next because mine is actually unfortunate, sort of Trump-related news too, but I didn't really think about this when I was planning it, but that's okay. Anyway, interesting.
Mine's not.
They were working on a new Assassin's Creed title that is being shut down basically by the internet. So there have been complaints and petitions leveled against Assassin's Creed Shadow, like one of the more recent ones that just came out last year. You'd assume that the game hadn't done well, but it actually did pretty well. It was supposedly, got very good reviews. But some people got upset because one of the two playable characters was an African samurai, Yasuke, who, unlike most Assassin's Creed characters, is an actual historical character. There were some very vague complaints about general historical accuracy, all of which got Ubisoft all spooked. So they have ended up canceling a game that was in the works where you could have been fighting as a former enslaved person killing members of the Ku Klux Klan. And it's been canned,
of course,
because U.S. politics are just too unstable. But somewhere this game exists where you can just kick the butt of KKK people. It's too political in a country, too unstable. They're probably right, honestly, that people would go nuts over this. But God, wouldn't that be cool?
I'd play it.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, there's other Assassin's Creed games out, but we will not get oh no, it was so the game was usually they really haven't had that much controversy. They already have had some focus on the slave trade, spin-offs of Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation and Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, which was originally DLC for Black Flag before subsequently being released as a standalone title. So, the protagonist was a mixed race female assassin, Aveline de Grand Prix, where Freedom City starred former slave Adewale fighting to break up the slave trade in the West Indies. It's just, they're thinking with this political climate, it's not a good idea to do this game. So I hate that this is happening. I hope it sees the light of day sometime, but Republicans have killed these assassins.
I will say, if you really want to beat up members of the KKK, Red Dead Redemption 2 has about 3 exchanges where you come across them in the wild. One of my favorite ones is they're out there burning a cross, and you go up there, you surprise them, and just as they're about to light the cross, he drops the flame, and it catches him on fire, and then the cross falls on 2 other guys. It's fantastic.
That's pretty amazing.
Well, you know what else is pretty much dead in the water? The Halloween franchise. Halloween ends.
I thought Jason was the one who was dead in the water. Sorry.
No, he's in space now, I think. I can't remember when we left Jason.
No,
anyway.
He became Muslim, wasn't it? When Jason X? Sorry.
Well, but what happened to Halloween?
Halloween Ends indeed marked the finale of Blumhouse's trilogy of Halloween reboot films. And there's no chance of a Michael Myers-like resurrection with a 4th film at the studio.
No,
Blumhouse CEO Jason Blum confirmed that the studio had only a 3-picture deal, though he would have liked to have continued. Halloween franchise has had many studio homes over the years. Universal was the franchise's first home after the original film was produced independently. Iconic horror villain Michael Myers later lumbered away from Universal, eventually landing with producer Malik Akkad, who handed creative reins to Rob Zombie for 2 films.
Is that when he became the love guru? Or
in a terrible, terrible move. 9 years after Zombie's divisive Halloween 2, and disgusting Halloween 2.
My soundboard just went crazy.
Whoa.
Don't know what happened.
It's Rob Zombie. He's pissed we're talking.
Even the soundboard just like,
we'll get you.
Don't get me started on the Monsters movie.
I'll send the Devil's Rejects after you.
I mean, at least play Chabby while you're at it, Rob Zombie.
Yeah, something good.
9 years after Zombie's divisive Halloween 2, David Gordon Green took on directorial duties for the first Blumhouse reboot, and a co-production with Akkad and Miramax. The simply named Halloween sent a new spark of life through the franchise, going on to gross $259 million worldwide.
It was good.
It was very good. I'm sad it ended so poorly, but
did I see that
first movie was really
No,
good.
you did not.
Now Halloween rights reversed back to Malik Akkad after the 3rd Blumhouse movie was released in 2022, but the studio had a chance to reacquire TV rights when they were placed on the market. Miramax swooped in to acquire those rights, outbidding both Blumhouse and A24. Miramax has since announced a Halloween TV series that would serve as a complete reset, confirming that the events of the Blumhouse trilogy will not factor into the new show.
Malin Ackerman, what are you thinking?
I know. I keep seeing the MA and I want to say her name. The series future is now somewhat cloudy, however, after the June exit from Miramax of Mark Hedwig. Mark Helwig, the executive in charge of TV. So the TV show is now placed on hold. Anyone seeking to disperse the fog around the franchise's future should avoid asking Halloween creator John Carpenter. When made aware of the planned Miramax show during a Comic-Con panel, he indicated that he had no knowledge of it, but in typical sarcastic Carpenter fashion said, "See if you can get me a job on it." Well, I mean, he'll get a paycheck for the theme song anyways.
True.
They can't do Halloween without his score.
Or else not Halloween.
No, it worked.
Wait, hold on. Is it? Yeah, I'm tired, so I may be getting him confused. Anyway.
Oh, I thought you were going to try to play this song. I was like,
no, isn't it the that's Jason. That's what I thought. Okay.
That's Jason.
Yes, that's right.
Now, his score for the 2018 Halloween is actually incredibly good.
It is. It really is.
That's some of his best score work, I think.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Honey Breeze. I got it wrong.
There is a Halloween video game coming out next year that's
that's right.
Supposed to have like a single player version as well, not just say let Michael Myers be and you hunt him down. Apparently, they're going to try to do a story driven video game of Halloween,
like they did with Friday the 13th.
Well, hopefully it's much better than that, dear God.
Yeah, that is true.
Hopefully it's much better than the NES Friday the 13th. While we're on the subject.
Frankly, I'm just hoping that it's better than the Army of Darkness Ash game that we got a little while ago, where it was the asynchronous the monster.
That game doesn't exist.
Yeah, terrible.
So guess what, folks?
What?
John Cusack's trying a new role. Oh. He's now putting his talents to comics. He's doing a graphic novel called Momo, his first graphic novel from Mad Cave Studios, a leap as audacious as the roles that made him a cultural icon, with the acclaimed writer and actor once again carving his own path as that restless creative streak spills onto the comic page. And, this is no sure thing, and granted, Cusack can say anything, but if this bombs, he is better off dead. Cusack always makes things interesting, and this comic is no different. It's a road trip epic of cosmic stakes. Momo blends political satire, cosmology, magic, human vulnerability, dragging readers through an utterly corrupt and fractured America. It's a journey of betrayal, confession, dark humor, otherworldly danger. One where the final punchline might just crack the whole wide world open, meaning it's a high-fidelity adaptation of Serendipity. The story. Two criminals are thrown together by fate, both running from their past. A weathered man and a mysterious young woman who refuses to give her name form an unlikely partnership and take on a mission that could tear reality apart as they make their way through the already decaying barren wasteland of the American dream. And their goal is to recover an ancient artifact for Jackie Gleason. Jackie Gleason? Hamina, hamina, hamina? No, it's not just a strange road trip. There's cosmic forces beyond imagination, a taste for chaos and vengeance, and so much more along their route. As their uneasy alliance unravels mile by mile in the world littered by blasted souls and nuclear secrets and Howard Johnson's, betrayals bloom like roadside flowers, and the closer they get to Jackie Gleason's hideaway, the more the lines blur between divine comedy and cosmic horror. Still, the mission cannot be put to a halt, and our wayward strangers, with the help of the most eclectic cast of characters you've ever seen, including occult actors and endlessly powerful mystic beings, must retrieve the Jackie Gleason artifact at all costs. Now look, let's be honest, this seems like it could be a big hit. I mean, the sales could be crazy. The sales of this just might go to the moon! GRD is check us out on Facebook, on Twitter, some of the website at geekgradodaily.com.
So if he's writing, does that mean that Joan is doing inking?
I'm thinking that is the case.
I was going
Your
to say,
mother's a tracer.
Comic book.
Drop us at What You Please is podcast at geekradiodaily.com. Of course, a voicemail or text message. You just use the magic numbers of
510 GRD crew.
And we'll see you in a week. And because I can easily do math, that's the 23rd. Huh? Look at me.
Yeah.
There it is. Thank you. Thank you so much.
What the hell are you still doing here? You can waste time with your friends when your chores are done.
Seems I found myself on the voyage of the damned.
Good night, suckers.
Well, I thought every part of it was good, but overall I hated it.
I feel exactly the opposite, but the same.
You know, you really shouldn't smoke, Miss Lane. I'm sorry, didn't mean to startle you.
No, I'm fine, really. Just wasn't expecting you.
With all the press on the plane, I wasn't sure it was the best time for us to talk.
Well, there's no press around now. Except for me, of course.
I know some people are asking a lot of questions now that I'm back. I think it's only fair that I answer those people.
So, you're here for an interview? Okay, then.
The right pocket.
Let's start with the big question. Where'd you go?
To Krypton?
But you told me it was destroyed ages ago.
It was. But when astronomers thought they found it, I had to see for myself.
Well, you're back. And everyone seems to be pretty happy about it.
Not everyone. I read the article, Lois.
Yeah, so did a lot of people. Tomorrow night they're giving me the Pulitzer.
Why did you write?
How could you leave us like that? I moved on. So did the rest of us. That's why I wrote it. The world doesn't need a savior. And neither do I.
Lois. Will you come with me?
Why?
There's something I want to show you.
I'm not going to make a dirty joke about it. Hey now!
Yeah, Brandon Routh did not get the Superman movie he deserved.
No, he did not. No, he did not. That's why I was so glad that, Legends of Tomorrow brought it back.
Yes.
That was really cool. That was very
cool.
cool.
Legends of Tomorrow was a great show.
Oh, and it was referenced on last week tonight. Last week. In the Presidential Libraries episode. Mm-hmm.
Say hi to the people.
Rip Hunter is going to be running the collection of goods.
Nope. No, he pulls the clip where Gorilla Grodd tries to kill Obama when he was like a teenager.
Whoa.
Oh, God. Yeah, that show went all kinds of places.
I loved it.
The unicorn.
All kinds of places.
Oh.
So did he say what would be the Trump Presidential Library?
No.
I assume it'd be like a broken speak and spell and an unread pamphlet on STDs.
Dirty dumpster. dirty dumpster.
Oh.
Nasty's what it was, yeah.
I'm too tired to even come up with anything good.
That's all right. It's all right. Well, yeah. Thanks for stopping by, people.
Good night.
Okay.
All right, bye, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in.